Hey, everybody. It's Wednesday. You know what that means. That's right. It's time for Sarcastic Distractions, the interesting podcast for interesting people. Featuring, as always, the Gentleman Society of Podcasting. Myself, Harvey, my heterosexual life mate, David,
Yellow,
and the ever-loving, ever-wild AJ.
Hoopy-doo.
Hoopy-doo-doo-doo.
I was actually more excited to just go,
I'm going to pull a chef there. Like, go put it up your hoopy-doo.
First, we used to call it the butthole.
And if you couldn't figure it out, that's exactly what we're talking about today. This show is all about being embarrassed. This show is fucking embarrassing, as I might say. We're going to talk about, I don't know, some of our embarrassing stories. More things that we were definitely not in the right for, and how they kind of affected our lives and all that sort of stuff. The idea is just to have a light, fun conversation about funny stories about ourselves and such. So,
I just brought up a bunch of stories about you.
well, that's fine too. That's in fact, I probably got enough to fill up an entire
the entire
podcast or
episode.
3. Yeah, exactly. I will start with 2 quick embarrassing stories just to kind of set the mood, set the atmosphere, and the 2 stories I'm pretty sure neither of you know about. Because they would have happened many, many, many years ago before I ever met you. Okay. First embarrassing story, I think this is my first one of memory, was camp. Everyone's got an embarrassing story about camp.
Camp?
Yeah. And I remember having to go to the bathroom really bad after an activity. And I could not make it back to my bunk without shitting my pants.
Oh, no.
Oh, you did the full shit to boot.
Oh, full shit, all in there.
Because it's funny, as you're starting off your lovely story, I'm like, I've had this, but not quite the same. I was like, 25. I was really drunk trying to get home. Didn't make it, but I only peed my pants.
No. Lots of those stories. This was full on. I don't even know how old I would have been. It would have been, let's say, very, very young. Infant, if you will.
And look at so you're what, like 13, 14?
Yeah. I know. But the really embarrassing part, so I didn't get caught. I didn't want to get in trouble. I literally took that pair of underwear and threw it in the woods as far as I could, full of shit.
Actually, that's totally understandable and respectable.
So,
I probably would have done the same
I
thing.
would have done the exact same thing.
But the embarrassing thing was, after that, it still stunk. Everybody's asking, what stunk so bad? And I'm like,
Oh, because you didn't clean your booty hole.
well, I mean, it did eventually, but at the time,
At the time, it was just get rid of the shit.
yeah, exactly. Just get rid of it, right? And I was just like sitting
but
there
then
red faced.
The poo smell was probably
it's stuck in there.
in your pants.
I'm sure.
Yeah, because if you shit while walking around, like you're
It's
getting
everywhere.
Yeah.
It's in your socks.
It's
You just go get new shoes.
Yeah,
Get new
yeah,
shoes.
yeah,
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 exactly.
it's gone,
Yeah.
That's a shitty
When
deal
I was
right
a
there.
Sure
kid-
is.
I know I made the joke about, and the honest happened to me while I was an adult, but when I was a kid, I would have been 5, and I think I was walking to school, and I had a moment where, I pissed my pants, and I still remember to this day, wonderful woman actually taking me back to the babysitters.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 'cause
That's
I literally
nice.
was standing there just bawling my eyes out because,
Yeah.
I just pissed myself for flying fuck.
Yeah. And when it's like a kind
And
of
she
like a
let
first
me
time
in
thing.
her car, and I remember saying to her, I peed myself. She's like, "It's
Wow.
okay, honey."
Was this like last week or what was this?
No. I was 13.
13 plus 30.
Hilarious. Yeah, no, things happen,
All right.
and you just deal with it. And then the other time, completely my fault. My brother and I we would never competed, but we would talk and act like we competed over women and girls our whole lives. And this one time, it was some sort of banquet, and everyone's all dressed to the nines. And I thought there's one girl at our table where I was being sweet on her, and Josh and I were griping back and forth. And I thought I'd be the cool guy, and I'd go and get a tray of drinks, for the table. Cause that's what you do, right?
No.
Yeah. And, I'm all cocky. I got, outstretched, my hand outstretched with the tray, just like, the waiters do and stuff like that. Like fucking half a step towards a table, all over myself. I slip all over her, all over a bunch of other people on the table. I was like, yeah, super cool, Chris, right here.
Done.
Mm-hmm. Needless to say, I didn't get her number, so I guess that did not work out in my favor. So.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
On your plus side, there is a good chance that she has this story from her perspective that she tells at odd moments.
I hope so. This fucking weirdo when we were kids. I cannot believe it. This guy's thinking he's a waiter. Yeah, so those are 2 quick embarrassing stories about myself.
Nice.
Yeah. Don't shit your pants, kids, unless you got it.
Yeah, so I have to admit, like, I struggled a bit because it's one of those funny isms. Like, I couldn't really think of anything. Like, I've had moments, or like, one of my favorites, and I would have been honestly 8, 9, biking with my friends, and I'm talking to the buddy behind me as I'm biking, and I, of course, run right into the back of a dude's car who happens to be right there. So I flip onto the back of his car, like, and I'm freaking out because I'm in pain, and I'm thinking, "Oh fuck, this guy's gonna kick my ass for running the back of the car." And one of the things I love, and he lived on my street too. Don't know his name, don't know anything about him. He starts laughing. He's just laughing and going, "You dumbass!" Like, I don't remember his exact word, but a thing of that nature. And he's like, after he's able to get a breath, like, he's like, "Are you all right? Should I walk down to get your mother?" I'm like, "No, I'm okay." He goes, "Next time, just try to, watch where you're going." So it wasn't super embarrassing, but it's one of those moments of, I'm very thankful for him because like, he could have easily freaked out at me because I ran into the back of his car with my bike, and not just, a little bit, like, I ran into it.
Yeah. Were you up on his
I went all the way back on the hood, everything. Yeah.
So that is embarrassing, but there's a lesson learned there. So,
I always try to watch where I'm going now when I'm on the bike. Or at least look, then look.
For sure. Yeah. That's a fun, embarrassing story.
Yeah, it was a good one. It was a good one in the sense embarrassing, but okay. Yeah, as far as like the other ones, I do recall, again, while I was at the office, and this is a hard one to really explain, but it was extremely embarrassing. I was maybe, I don't know, a month, 2 months into my new job, just out of school, software developer. Yeah, technically I wasn't software development yet, but, I was helping out on just some support scripts, things of that nature. And I can always remember the one guy, the senior fella, he's looking at me, goes, "Dave, I think you have something wrong with the script." I'm like, "No," and I'm running this script in production, so I'm changing data that's happening in our company.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "No." He goes, "Yeah, David, you do." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "You're error checking there." I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "You're doing an OR." I'm like, "Yeah." So he goes, "Well, because you're ORing on this, it's always trying, even though it's failing." I'm like, No. And of course, I look at it and yes, and I ruined a production database,
Shit.
and we had to manually fix it over the course of a week. So one of those hard to really explain, really.
Yeah.
But it's essentially like, I've heard a story similar where somebody had just done, or a company had just asphalted or whatever a road, and one of the people working here parked their truck on the road and indented it. So similar to that nature.
Oh my
for
God!
anybody in
Yeah,
construction.
for sure.
It was quite embarrassing. I never, while those original peeps worked there, I never lived that fucking thing down. It always came up. Always.
You're that guy.
Yeah, I was that guy.
You're that guy.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Man, I got so many work embarrassing stories. What about you, AJ? You got anything embarrassing to talk about?
I don't embarrass easily.
Okay, so you got nothing?
I was thinking about it, and I've had situations where, other people might get embarrassed, like stupid situations, like when I was a kid in gym class. I remember one time in karate class, we were doing like stretches and stuff like that, and I farted.
Nice.
But it was one of those things you just kind of laugh off.
Right.
I don't know.
Okay, pause.
Yeah.
That's made a spill. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom.
Sorry?
He pooed.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
He peed himself.
I was wondering why he's getting him. I'm like, what
He peed himself. Isn't that embarrassing?
That is. So we're in the middle of a podcast about embarrassing moments, and
Chris pees himself.
I don't know if I call it peeing himself, but he decided to spill the beverage over this high quality couch that was purchased, 3 months ago?
Purchased? I found it on the side of the road.
Yeah, details.
Obtained?
Obtained.
It was obtained?
Yes.
This was hundreds of dollars.
It was hundreds of dollars. I was there during the purchase. Yeah, by the way, we're not pausing this. This is part of your embarrassing.
All right, you said pause, and that's not happening.
The lack of control I have. Anyways, so going on, you not embarrassing easily.
Yeah, like so as I was, farting in gym class or karate class or something like that when you're stretching or doing something like that, and it's just like ha ha ha, because I don't care. It's a fart.
Yeah,
whatever. I mean, I guess it was kind of embarrassing, but I was dating this girl, and we was having relations, and I got a tickle in my nose, and I sneezed, and
Oh no. Oh,
big
no.
old snot rock
Oh, dude.
came out right on her face.
Oh.
We continued dating afterwards, so it wasn't that embarrassing, I guess. It
That's
was
a-
more
that's-
of
Well,
a
you're
funny,
not together now,
a
so
funny
that
kinda
tells me it
anecdote.
might have played a factor.
There would have been.
This was a girl I dated like fucking 20 years
okay,
ago.
okay.
Yeah, I have a suspicion though. There was a moment of you being embarrassed.
For like a split second,
Yeah,
but then she thought it was funny too.
and then you felt good. Yes.
So it
Sure.
wasn't
Not maybe,
But it's still embarrassing in the moment. It's okay
for a
that it's-
second. But
you both agree
but
with
I don't.
it.
I, it's not one of those hang my head in shame embarrassments.
That's not what we're talking about. That's not. It doesn't
It
have to
was
be
just
that
a-
grandiose. It just has to
Oh,
be
so
thing
okay,
that
I
you're
was
like,
embarrassed
okay,
for like
half a second.
a half a second, like
perfectly fine.
like a nanosecond.
Yeah.
yeah,
like
that's okay.
but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because I do
I guess
understand.
I just laugh a lot of stuff off,
You
or
take it
I
easy.
I
Sure.
play into the embarrassment or play into the whatever it is,
Okay.
and I don't know.
So you got nothing to offer this podcast? Are we trying to say?
Not a whole bunch.
Well, he can
really.
critique our embarrassment. I have to admit,
Sure.
I don't have a lot either. Because again, like I can think of dumb things I've done that are embarrassing in retrospect, and 98% of the time, I was drunk.
Sure.
2% of the time, I was a kid.
Tell the story then.
Well, I
Fuck it,
can't
who
remember all
gives a
the
shit?
fucking stories.
That's a-
Like,
all
you know,
these- it sounds like there's a lot of like, oh, maybe I should or shouldn't
well,
say.
okay, I can
really.
think of one. I can think of one actually. It just popped in my head. I love how mine works this way.
Sure.
You were there. We were drinking. I can't remember the exact bar we were drinking, and they had put down fresh concrete on the sidewalk with the barriers.
Mhm.
And one of the fellows, I think it was Phil. I could be wrong.
Shout out to Phil.
Jumped over it. I think you jumped over it. I attempted to jump over it.
Oh, no.
Right.
Made it past the first one, hit the second one, and plopped right into
Yeah,
it.
I remember that. That was pretty fucking
Now,
embarrassing.
to your point, AJ, though, I wasn't embarrassed because we were
Sure,
fucking drunk.
fucking being
and then
stupid.
we started laughing our asses off and ran like dorks because, oh my God, they might capture us.
Yeah, I
Right.
remember
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one I remember. But again, we were drunk.
Well,
Well,
sure, yeah.
I mean, I went to the drunk tank once.
Okay.
Well, that's embarrassing.
embarrassing.
Come on.
I've done some really dumb shit. I've yet to go to the drunk tank, so
Kind of,
it's.
but not really, because
Well, I mean,
it wasn't that bad. We kind of had fun there too. So like it was.
party continues.
It wasn't. Yeah, it was funny. Like we did some stupid shit. We were running. We were all drunk and we were running around town doing stupid crap.
Hmm.
And then the cops came, and one of the cops was my buddy's brother. And he was just like, "You guys are dumb. Do you have any weed on you?"
Ah,
We're like, "No." They're like, "You sure?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like, "'Cause you're going to the drunk tank." We're like, "Fuck." So the whole way there, we were being dicks, though, right? Like they had 4 of us in the back of the car with no seatbelts on or anything.
oh my
Hmm.
god.
So we were kind of razzing them. We're like, "Is this really safe?" Like, I'm on his lap. Nobody's wearing a seatbelt.
yeah.
Like, how safe is this, guys? Come on.
Yeah, you should let one of us come and sit in the front with you.
yeah,
Like,
at least.
And then when we got there, we kept bugging people for water, and we got quote unquote mad. We didn't get mad. It was just like because there were guys there that were there for days,
Oh shit.
and they brought the McDonald's
Ah,
6:00 in the morning or whatever. We're like, "Hey, where's our McDonald's?" They're like, "Shut up, you're getting out in 2 hours."
I still want McDonald's.
Yeah,
Well, we
we
could
still
just
gotta
walk
eat.
by McDonald's. It was close to the cop shop.
Nice.
nice.
See, that's a good embarrassing story. Because,
That
yeah,
is a
to
good
your
one,
point,
yeah.
you're not truly embarrassed, but many people would never tell this story.
Right. Right.
Well, it happened.
Now,
Yeah.
we're here.
Yeah, I've never been to the drunk tank. And in fact,
No.
I've said it before.
I'm sure my mom's never heard that. So if she listens to this, sorry, mom.
Yeah. It wasn't your fault. It was your buddy's fault.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing to do with you.
Well, it's like me. I like getting kicked out. I think we talked about this out of a bar. I've personally never been kicked out of a bar.
No.
No, but I have left with people getting kicked out.
What are you trying to say, Dave?
I'm just saying,
What are you trying
I
to say?
have
How-
never been.
How many bars have I been kicked out of? I think I'm in the double digits now.
Oh, you're a
I
rowdy
think
boy
so.
area.
No, that's the thing. I'm not
What
really
do you
rowdy
do-
boy at
What
all.
do you do to
Boy,
get?
no.
It's got to be something embarrassing.
I don't know. The last major time it happened was at Jack's. That's how cool
Okay.
I was, and that's how long ago it was. Because when the fucking last time we were at Jack's,
Does that even exist
St.
anymore?
Patty's Day,
It still does exist.
2007. I
That
don't
was a
fucking-
fun one.
So good.
God, that was.
But no, that there's nothing embarrassing about that day. That day lives on in legend. Anyways, I was there with a couple of buddies from work or whatever, and was Cody involved? Cody
Mhm.
might have been involved. Probably Cody was involved. Cody, shout out to Cody, miss you, Cody. And we were drinking upstairs, and we hadn't even gone out for many smoke breaks. Like it was just us chilling out. And then I stepped off the stool and I just stumbled a little bit.
Mhm.
And that's when security's like, you gotta go. I'm like, why do I gotta go? It's like, yeah, you're drunk. I'm like, I'm not the only one. Like, what are you talking about? So needless to say, they let me out. I'm trying to be a joker the whole time, and I had other friends in there, and I had to wait for them to come out or whatever. And then for whatever reason, my one buddy who brought his work truck at the time, I don't know why that's the truck he brought, but he did. And he wouldn't leave early because he was kind of getting it on with a girl upstairs. And so I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm going to puke on the hood of your car. So I did. And I didn't tell him
Yep, on purpose.
on purpose.
Yeah.
He was fucking bewildered.
That's okay. That same wonderful buddy, I still remember him. I believe it's the same person.
Yeah.
Falling off the bridge, going underpass, and broke his ankle.
So
and we
did
took
he-
him to
Did
a
he
bar.
fall?
Oh, no, he jumped.
He jumped.
You're right,
Did
he
he
jumped.
jumped.
Did he call you up and be like, "Hey, some dude peeked on the hood of my car"?
He thought somebody shit on his truck. Somebody shit on it. I'm like, wow, that happened.
That's
did
not
you-
shit.
what
That's
did you-
obviously puke.
What did you eat up your butt,
know.
sir?
I don't know. But it was pretty funny. Embarrassing for him, but not for me.
Oh, good times.
Good times.
my.
eh?
Good times.
I don't
Good
think
times.
I've,
Good
I don't-
times.
I've never been kicked out of a bar.
No, I haven't
No.
either. No, I've gone with people getting kicked out, but I've been blocked from going in a bar. That's happened to me. And
No.
not because I've been too drunk. I didn't have the good shoes on. And yes, I'm always going to bitch about this moment.
Yeah. That was dumb.
So pissed
That
off.
was so fucking stupid.
I
Just
was
let
got
him in.
turned away for
I got-
footwear.
Yeah.
because my footwear was not cool enough.
Oh,
Yes,
Yeah.
and back in those days, I was just getting out of the not having money. How do I phrase
The
this?
poor
I was
phase.
poor. Yeah.
Poor.
Yeah.
so you were wearing New Balance?
Oh, I don't even
Couldn't
remember.
afford New Balance?
I don't
Are you
even remember
crazy?
what I was wearing.
Like fucking-
Whatever was cheap,
Byway Venture shoes. That's what we were
Byway.
wearing.
probably.
Yeah, like, oh, God.
Byway.
Yeah.
Yeah, coming of age. You're like, yeah, no, I'll get cool shoes one day. You'll see. You'll see.
Byways.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I
Well, I
got
mean, I guess there were, now that I look back at it, embarrassing fashion periods in my life.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, let's talk about that.
yeah.
I'll tell you an embarrassing
Oh,
fashion story.
Me and my brothers were into like hip hop clothes.
Okay.
It's like baggy.
That sounds like
There
AJ.
was a brand called Cross Colors.
I remember that brand.
Yeah, that we all used to wear all the time. We used to go down to the States and get it. Oh, yeah. So we'd wear,
So cool.
we'd wear the cross colors. The bags
Were
up.
you wearing your
Over-
clothes backwards, like crisscross? You wear cross
Overalls-
colors?
No,
No,
not
okay,
backwards.
all right.
But overalls.
Oh,
Overalls
nice.
were a thing. Yeah.
Nice.
But
Very
not like
nice.
done up, but like with like hanging.
Yeah. You would never do
Yeah,
that.
no.
Yeah.
You wear them like jeans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're overalls.
I never did that.
Yeah,
No.
shit
Oh,
like
we-
that.
Yeah, too poor for my family.
Yeah.
Um,
My big thing was always the socks. Like I love looking at pictures when I was like 7 years old, and the socks that go right just below the
Oh, yeah.
the knee.
apparently
Everybody.
that's a thing now though. That's a thing. to
I
do.
have to admit, I do it now, but I do it now for
But
one golden
But
reason.
you're a dad.
That's the
That's the
reason.
reason.
No, that's like a thing now. That's like all the hip kids are doing that in the summertime now, wearing like the slides with the socks
It
that are
looks
like
so
up to
dumb.
here,
It looks
like,
so stupid.
yeah.
It just pisses off my daughter
Just
so
dumb.
she insta hates me. It's great.
Well, because it's a choice. That's the reason. It's a choice. Like you're making that choice. And I get why you're making that choice, David. Sure. Piss off your daughter. I get it. That's fun.
yeah.
But like, I don't know. It's
Let's put it this way:
It's not a
there's a
good choice
person
if
over
you're
right
anyone
now
else.
listening to us, smiling, going, Chris. I'm that asshole
Yeah,
that wears it
that's right.
just to
Yeah.
piss
Just
you
to
off.
piss me off. That's right. Like, whatever. It doesn't piss me off, but whatever. Whatever you want. I'm going to choose otherwise.
Yeah.
I don't think I even own long socks. I only own ankle socks, with the exception of one pair for like dress clothes.
I
about it.
have to. I can't do ankle socks with jeans.
Okay.
No, I
just
don't mind
can't.
ankle socks.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I got my ankle socks on right
I have
now.
to have the crew socks with the jeans on, but if I'm wearing shorts, yeah, I can do.
Yeah,
I can do ankles. Or what I'll do is I'll like
do the fold over.
fold them down so they look like
Oh, it's
ankle
that.
socks.
It's that type of thing. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got you.
if I don't
I
have
got you.
any.
Sure.
Yeah.
Fun. So that's a fun story. So this is an embarrassing story fashion wise because all due to my dad. So shout out to my dad. Okay, so when we were kids, for Christmas we got these matching outfits in public school. One was green. My brother got green jeans and like a green jean vest, and I got red jeans and a red jean vest. They look great for Christmas Day. I do the
Yeah,
whole, that's all fine and good. That's awesome. And then they get washed. And then my dad wants us to wear them for the first day back to school after Christmas break.
Oh
The
fuck.
problem is when green gets washed in the washer and dried, it comes out as a faded green.
Mhm.
When red goes into a washer and a dryer,
comes
it's
out
out
as
pink. And back in the 80s, it wasn't as cool for dudes to be wearing pink.
This is true.
This was not the thing. And I fought with my dad hard to not wear that fucking outfit to school that day. He's like, you are wearing it or you're grounded, sir. And I'm like, oh, what? I'll take the grounding.
Yeah,
I think I'll
do
take the grounding because I'm going to get pounded so bad right now. And sure enough, I got laughed at for the whole day for wearing the thing. I was like, and I think
So
my
you
dad
didn't
thought it
take
was
the
hilarious.
grounding and you had to wear
No,
the...
yeah, I had to wear it. Yeah, because my dad basically said, "Too bad you're wearing it." I'm like, okay.
I'm trying to think
Nice.
if there was any involuntary clothing embarrassments I've ever had. I don't think.
Yeah, I've seen one. I can always remember, and I would have been in grade 8, and there was another kid in the class, and we sit down for band, and again, horrible on my side. I could have been so much better of a human being in retrospect. And I see the poor kid, and somehow he has underwear stuck to the inside of his pants or something.
Oh, no.
Like static or something,
Yeah,
and somehow he's
yeah.
made it on into
Oh, wow.
school,
Oh, yeah.
into band, the whole way.
That's happened to me with a sock before.
Yeah,
Nice.
well, this was underwear, sadly. And of course, I could have been that good, kind,
Samaritan guy, yeah.
tap on, dude. And no, I just yelled, dude, he has underwear on the
Oh,
outside of
man,
his
you're
pants.
that guy. Oh,
Yeah, I was an ass.
David.
Yeah, I regret that because I'm sure from his perspective, that was an extremely embarrassing moment in which he, again, remembers me as that asshole.
That might have shaped his life.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I've definitely made poor hair choices.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I used to have long hair down to below my chin.
And you weren't embarrassed by it?
No, not until we went to Florida one year, and all the ride operators kept referring to me as my dad's daughter.
Ah!
So
Like,
yeah, then it
okay.
was like I got home, I'm like, I'm cutting my hair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
I always
when
liked
I
my long
was
hair.
18, 17, I bleached my hair. Like bleach.
I did the
like
opposite of that.
pop punk bleach.
Oh,
Then
okay.
bleach, yeah.
I went jet black. That's what I did.
Nice.
When I graduated college, that was my big thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
went jet black, dyed it, just
Started listening to Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
Painting
Yeah.
his fingernails.
It's true.
yeah.
All that
I
stuff.
always remember that one. That was a good one. And then I'm having to shave it all, not because it looked awful, but I had to go join the powdered metal factory. My hair kept getting caught in the powdered metal furnace, so I shaved it all off.
Oh, wow. All that for a job.
And then 3 days later, I got hired in proper,
yeah.
technical respect. But
Of
yeah,
course.
life is life.
Yeah, whatever.
That one wasn't too embarrassing, but yeah.
Could be. Could be worse.
It's one of those, look at to AJ's point. I look back on it and was it dumb and stupid? In retrospect, yes, but at the time I loved it. I had fun. Everybody else seemed to be okay with it. It's like my hairdo today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Again, that's like the bleach blonde thing. And
Yeah.
yeah. In retrospect, it's stupid, but
I would do it again.
Like my rat's tail when I was a kid.
I
that
would
was fucking
not
stupid.
do it. I don't have enough hair to do it again.
Well, I mean, at that time I would do it again. Hell, I would. You know what? I do it now. I
You
always
could do it
joke.
now.
I always joke with my wife. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should color my hair or something.
You should.
Get a rat tail like the Anakin Skywalker rat
Yeah.
tail.
Yes.
Is
I have so many kids who had. I don't think I ever had that.
Yeah.
No,
I think
never
I
did that.
We did.
almost had a mullet. but it wasn't by choice.
Yeah, I've tried to
Yeah.
get a mullet, and I've been close twice now, but never got quite that mullet I want.
Yeah, we had them when we were kids. I fucking hated every second of it. Hated
Really?
it. Oh yeah, I was not a fan. Not a
Yeah.
fan. But my dad was like one of those old school guys where he's like, "Oh, you gotta have long hair because that's what you do. Long hair, blah, blah."
70s, 80s,
Yeah,
late 70s,
was it like,
80s guy. Yeah.
Can it just be my hair? Can I do what the fuck I want with it?
Sorry, your
Anyways.
description just reminded me so much of my poor sister, and I can always remember this. And there's so many pictures. She went through a period, and I don't know what my mom was thinking. She would literally just do the bowl on my sister's head,
Oh
cut,
no!
and it's
Oh, poor
fucking
Ange.
hilarious. Anytime I see these pics, I
Oh,
immediately
jeez.
just send them to her. Just, oh, look at you, sweetie! You're such a great sister.
Yeah.
Just to be an ass.
Terrible.
What a
It was
horrible
just
brother.
to be an
A
ass.
horrible brother. I love telling the story
Oh, I
because
do,
it's
totally.
really fucking embarrassing, but it's just ridiculous. It was when I was working at a parking lot. I think you guys
parking
know the
lot.
story, but our tens of fans don't know it. So we used to party a lot in our 20s before I met you, AJ. I know it sounds hard to believe, but
There was a before time.
there was a before
There was
time.
a before
And we
time.
used to party a lot after my emancipation from
Party.
my ex at the time. Yeah, party. Yeah. Really, it was just us going to the bar and drinking and then
Yeah.
going back to my place and smoking weed. That's pretty much all we did.
I was just saying, don't get me wrong, I fucking enjoyed it, but I wouldn't call it
No.
partying.
Yeah, right.
Getting wasted.
Just really getting wasted 5 to 6 nights a week. But this one day, went to work afterwards after a night of fun. I was hungover, so hungover. And in fact, I was probably still drunk. I probably shouldn't have gone to work that day. I probably just should have stayed home and slept it off, but I didn't. And first thing I did when I got to work, I was dehydrated, so I ended up buying those tall Arizona iced teas. Yeah, I grabbed a couple of those, and this may be like an hour into my shift. I wolfed down, and so basically, let me set the scene up for you real quick. I had a parking booth, and on one side, on the left side of the parking booth, are people leaving, and I'm taking their tickets and their money, and on the right side are people going into the parking lot. Okay, and both have windows on both sides. So I wolfed down this first Arizona. It was so good. I was like, oh yeah, it feels good, but I need more. So I start cranking back the second one. And I kind of still, tongue's feeling off, but I can breathe through this. I got this. I won't touch my drink anymore. Just hang out here. And then a couple of customers go by, and sure enough, there's a white convertible coming up with their top down.
Oh no.
And I'm like, oh no, no, this is happening. I'm going to throw up right here.
Oh,
So I tried my
no.
best to open the window on the coming inside to try to because there was nobody there. I could not get that fucking window open. I could not get that window open if I tried. So sure enough, just as they're pulling up, I projectile vomit all inside their white convertible, all over this person,
I've never heard this story before.
all over them. The whole time I'm trying to say I'm sorry as I'm continuously vomiting on them.
my.
And I felt so embarrassed and so upset that I did this. And the woman's like, "It's okay, sweetie." She just hands me some tissues. And then she pays. Actually, I don't think she paid. She was free, whatever. And she left and was on her way. And I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry."
I'm surprised she drove away.
I am too.
I'm surprised she didn't come back and make you pay for detailing. or
I know.
something.
I know. Yeah. But didn't. I was just like,
Wow.
well, yeah.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
lucky on that one.
I was gonna say,
I
that
did.
could have come up worse. Yeah, for sure.
Could have.
That's quite embarrassing.
It really was. That's
He
why I'm
did,
telling
like-
the story.
He's like, I don't have anything on that level.
No, I've never like.
Well, so you never lived if you're not puked on somebody's car.
No, I projectile vomited in a med tent at a festival concert once, but
Yeah.
The-
I've done it inside
again,
the bathroom.
I wouldn't say that's too
No.
embarrassing. It's just,
No.
I mean,
It is what it
it
is.
had to happen.
I just had one pop in my head, actually. I can't remember the exact age. I think I was still in public school, but on the city bus, and I'm sitting there in the seat, and a very good-looking girl that may have been a touch older than me or whatever, she's looking right at me, and I'm like, holy shit. And I smile back, and she says, hey. And I say, hi. And she gives me a weird look and walks past me to her friend that's right behind me. Yeah, I always remember that one. It was one of those.
I've had situations where
Many like that.
you think it's somebody from behind or
Yeah.
from far away, and then or driving by, and you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good one. I still remember too, I got off the stop early. I was just because I could even hear him talking about me,
Wow.
her and her friend, and I just like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's gonna hang my head here. Can this bus party over now, please?
God, I
Thank
forgot
you.
about that one. Shit.
That's
Okay, you know
fine.
what? I don't like this episode anymore.
This is bad. The PTSD
All
These goes
these
back,
things
friends.
that I put in the back and I totally forgot. Now I remember it again. Fuck.
Well, that's the thing. Like I was in the same boat as you, Dave. Like I was trying to think and I couldn't really come up with. And it's like, how many of these are just repressed,
Yeah, memories.
just shoved down so deep into the
Very
depths
possible.
of,
Yep.
that I just don't remember? Because like now again, like I'll get embarrassed if like say we were out, Nikki and I were out, and she got too drunk and loud and mouthy or something. Then I might get embarrassed
Why would you be embarrassed?
because I feel that we represent each other.
Yeah, but she's
Yeah.
still the one getting drunk and acting, belligerently. So I guess
No,
you're embarrassed
I got
for
his
her.
perspective.
Sure, yeah.
I am embarrassed as well. Yeah, I can see that.
I get it.
Yeah.
But I mean, that
Would
never
she be
happened,
embarrassed if
so-
you
No.
if you
I
did
was
that?
just definitely a hypothetical, probably.
Okay, all right. Well, let me try to conjure up some other memories. I got another embarrassing story for you.
Well, actually, one popped in my head.
All right.
So I was having a wonderful, intimate moment with a beautiful woman. We don't need to name names, and it's all fine. And normally I wouldn't.
You've been with the same woman for 29 fucking years.
Possibly be. Oh, must be someone new.
We don't need to name names.
Okay. All right. They shall be nameless. Go on.
Yeah. We don't need to mention Shan's name. All right. So, and we're teenagers, whatever, and we're just responsible, polite. We're gently caressing one another in a responsible manner. And I forgot to block the door and all that fun stuff. And of course, my sister barges in, goes, "Oh my god, you guys are doing that!" And of course, who's right outside? And the reason why I give a bit of credit to my lovely sister, the reason why she was coming was because one of her parents were coming to pick up Shan. And so I'm pretty sure to this day that parent knew exactly what the fuck was going on.
Shit.
probably.
Well, it couldn't have been that bad. You still
Well,
with her,
yeah,
so,
yeah,
you know.
exactly.
I mean-
Not that I'm naming names. Not that I'm
Not to
naming
name
names.
names, not
No,
to
no,
name
no.
names. No. At least you got the follow through though. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that. That was a good one. It's one of those
Wow.
things. I should just
Yeah.
ask them. And then it's one of those funnyisms where I'd probably be like, "So do you remember that?" "Yes, David, I do." Picking up my daughter as a teen.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh man. Wow. I mean, I was gonna say, well, that's on Ange, but good thing that she did help because like that could have been way worse.
Yeah.
Well, no, because the parent was knocking on the door from outside.
Right.
Had had the sister been a little bit more responsible and gone, "I don't mind the oh my god, but at least the oh my god, parents are here." Something of this nature.
Something. Yeah.
It would have been embarrassing
Yes.
because technically my sister walked in on me gently caressing the
Sure.
woman I do.
Yeah,
and,
who shall not be named.
marriage and all these things. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, good times. And to this day, I still get that played up because periodically, if Ange is over visiting or anything like that nature, she'll knock on the door and then she'll be like, and I'll yell like, "Hey, come on in." She goes like, "Are you sure?" Fuck off, Angela.
Hey, lesson learned. Lesson learned. Now you know.
Have you ever made the old butt trumpet after relations? Or
You mean
during
farting?
relations? Yeah.
Oh, I
I'm-
have, yeah.
I'm trying to be classy about farting.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You got me like butt trumpet.
I don't know. I mean, I've done some pretty embarrassing things during sex, but I don't think that's been one of them.
No,
Oddly
never
enough, yeah.
farted.
I have.
Yeah,
farted.
no.
But
Yeah,
I,
have fun.
Yeah.
I farted, but I've been fortunate. A, we were well into marriage, and B, it was one of those silent. And at the end of it all, she goes, "That was good, but you fucking farted, didn't you?"
Like, damn it.
And I basically laughed just like that.
Yeah, I'm,
Oh my
I'm in the same
God.
boat. Even if it's not sounded little.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, not farted in
Yeah,
in that
no.
moment. But
Yeah.
Oh man, you've not lived.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, well,
I had-
You've not lived unless you've.
I don't know. I
It's not one of those like. It's just like you gotta fart and laugh because it's funny.
Yeah.
You gotta fart while you're doing it because it's funny.
sure.
You gotta.
But I mean,
Don't
I
be embarrassed.
I puked on my buddy's truck. I puked on someone in their open convertible, and I puked on strippers. I think I've lived. I think
Oh,
I've
yeah.
lived. I think
You've covered off the puking. That is
yeah,
for
you
sure.
definitely vomited on
a lot of
a
things.
plethora of things.
Yeah.
A cornucopia, if you will.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I have to admit the most embarrassing thing I've done puking hasn't actually been that bad. Coming up from Cody's place, where every 15 minutes you had
If
to pull
that.
over and stop so I could puke out the car.
That
Get back
was
in.
a
15
lot.
minutes later, puke.
Or what about the
God.
time when we were coming from the Legion and you fucking farted so fucking bad and you forced the windows to stay open and I literally puked out the side of the fucking car because you're a disgusting ass asshole? Yeah, that's right.
You made him puke
Yeah,
from a
he fucking did.
fart?
He did. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I forgot
fucking
about
bad.
that.
So
That's okay.
He might have shit himself, actually. I don't know for sure, but
Hey, you know what? We could talk about how awful I was there, not just in that regard, but that was also the karaoke attempt night where I got up.
fuck.
I'm gung ho for karaoke. All right, I don't remember the song, but I get up there and
and you freeze.
fuck.
I froze so
froze
bad
on a song he sang a billion times.
Exactly.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
it was
No.
awful.
That
That's
was a
why
great.
whenever I see karaoke now, I'm doing this,
Yeah.
and I have to. And I've gotten over it, whatever it is, but I get just that moment.
That was the
embarrassing.
best level of embarrassment watching that happen because it's so cringing. Because there's nobody there. It's a fucking Legion. There's nobody there, and
It
he's
was
like
at the
frozen.
Legion, too.
Yeah,
He's
it's
frozen.
then
I'm like,
so then it really didn't matter.
Legion in Stratford.
yeah, it's
Oh, then it really didn't matter.
yeah, it
Who
was
cares?
Yeah, it was one of those
amazing.
just moments. In retrospect,
anybody that you were probably embarrassed in front of is now past.
That's true. That's so true. Yeah.
But yeah, it was just one of those. And again, in full retrospect, I look back and go, just Dave, you moron.
Yeah. Well, you don't know until you know, right?
Mm.
So, yeah.
But yeah, I've never pooped my pants or peed my pants.
Definitely peed my
I've never
pants.
pooped. As an adult, I've never pooped.
Yeah.
I have pissed.
If I was an adult,
Yeah.
not that I can
Yeah.
recall.
I've almost.
Yeah, I've almost close.
I-
Pissed myself. Fuck. Holy
I
shit.
will admit, I have done the wet fart, but that's just one of those ones where you get to the toilet and
Like,
wipe and
damn
go,
it.
oh, thank
Yeah.
God. Yeah, I've done one of
Yeah.
those, but
Yeah. Yeah. I actually did that on a buddy's couch once.
Hmm.
That was embarrassing.
like you left a mark on the couch.
Well, I cleaned it, but yeah, it happened.
You
Dude,
duked-
that's shit in your pants.
You duked on the couch.
It was a wet fart. It wasn't really shitting
No,
my
that's
pants.
if you
that's
leave it
a
on
shart,
the
dude.
couch,
That's shitting. That's
I'm talking
taking
about
a poo, man.
yeah. Like I'm sorry, no.
happened.
If
That
you're able to
happened.
go through underwear, jeans, and hit a couch,
Oh, yeah,
I- like it wasn't like I was
that's
aiming
having-
for it, right? Like
That's
I
having
didn't.
a poo,
I didn't
dude.
mean to do it. Like it was one of those things. Where I was like, oh, I guess we're. This is.
You're killing Dave.
I just love how you're playing that just a little bit. Wait a
little
minute, it went
fart.
through 2 layers,
Right?
dude.
Like, I'm a go commando. You don't
That's
know.
a lot of it.
So
Oh,
that was pretty fucking
fuck.
embarrassing.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
I had a buddy of mine who did that at a party at my house once. He didn't poo himself. He peed himself.
Yeah,
He was all drunk and he was
Yeah,
all
yeah,
passed
yeah.
out and he peed himself.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I pee myself lots. Happens. Well, fucking when
you
we
might
worked.
want to get that looked at.
No,
bud.
the
was
worst
alcohol.
was alcohol for sure. But even that, when we worked for the OTP, all the time we're going door to door. I always had to piss. Always, like it was always a problem because you're like, so it's like you either
You got diabetes there, buddy?
no, it's not, you're out fucking selling shit for hours at a time.
I was about to call it. The only time I ever had where I had to piss was generally on the Saturdays.
Yeah,
Or
the Saturdays were
like
the
a
worst. Yeah,
weekend.
yeah, that's yeah. Exactly.
I never had to do any.
No, you do your thing beforehand, whatever.
I always waited till you got. And this is horrible for me to say
Mm.
in retrospect because it could have been just as bad in the end. Whenever it was an old lady, ma'am,
Oh.
I wouldn't even try to sell, ma'am. I'm doing door-to-door sales, but is it alright if I just use your washroom, please?
Yeah,
And 90% of the time, not only would I get to use the washroom, they would buy something. too.
yeah, and then they probably give you like a cookie and something
Yeah.
to drink or just to take
Yeah.
care of you, something. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, those
Yeah.
times like that usually wouldn't happen on weeknights. So we would work for this awesome company called Ontario Team Program.
Was that like the
I'm pretty-
magazine subscription?
No,
thing
this
or
is we were
whatever it
selling.
was?
No. This is when we're selling door to door nonsense. Fucking.
Oh, the Amway shit.
Nope.
Even
I wish
cheaper,
it was-
worse.
Yeah,
In
it was-
retrospect, it's one of those, oh my words.
Yeah, we were selling like $6 chocolate bars. We were selling fucking
Oh,
tea. We were selling mugs, coloring. books and shit. It was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous.
But
I always loved the coloring books because those things sold like fucking.
Yeah,
hot potatoes.
those were the first to go.
Oh,
that and the peanut brittle. Those. seemed to be
Yeah,
the-
I always
those-
sold the peanut butter in the
That
books
and
at
the peanut
$10.
brittle.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was a good deal.
Or buy 2 for $8.
Yeah. Back in the day, you could do that now. That'd be like $20 worth of goods today.
Oh, but you're not even allowed to do it today.
Man,
No,
I
don't even
want
know.
peanut brittle now.
Yeah, peanut brittle's the best. But because of that job, like I'd always have to take a piss. But I would do the exact same thing. I'd find somebody that would let me in and go to the wash and be like,
Yeah.
thank God. Yeah,
It was good times.
it's fucking embarrassing, but it's good times.
It's one of those, in retrospect, I love, and again, it's one of those life-isms where I joined that silly program only because I happened to see the stupid thing on the light pole by the bus stop.
Yeah.
And it popped in my head, I want some more money. This would be great. And I pulled it down and I called Michelle.
Yep.
Got the job. And again, it's one of those, in retrospects, like how my life is what it is because of that stupidity.
job. And
Like
it
I
was-
met your ass.
Yeah.
Without that, like sure, we wouldn't have went to the same high school, but we wouldn't have known
We would
each
know
other.
each other. Yeah, who knows? Yeah.
But it's like it's just one of those, and I met and I learned, had some great times.
Yeah.
Like it was
Traveled around a lot,
Fuck yeah.
for as fucking dumb of a job as it was. Yeah,
Oh
there's a lot
god,
of really
job
great
wise
things.
horrible, but you know what? It's one of those I would totally fucking do it again.
Yeah, I would too.
God, it was
Absolutely.
fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, well, the rules were much more lax back in our
Oh
day.
fuck yeah.
You hanging out the back of a fucking van, like holy
Oh,
shit.
that was fun.
That was nuts.
Good times. Good
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyways. Yeah.
yeah, that one I don't find embarrassing.
Wasn't it an embarrassing moment where someone in the van was getting fingered by another person in the van? at some
I wouldn't
point?
call it embarrassing, but and again, I can't remember the fine lady's name, but she
No.
was giving a fellow a blowjob.
Right. We were like 13 at the time.
You guys are gross.
We weren't giving the blowjobs. We went
No,
until
I
16
wasn't
before
even
that.
getting the blowjob.
Yeah.
And again, in retrospect,
Kind
it's one of those.
people you guys hang out.
I
with.
was sitting beside the
Jesus.
two of them the entire time, didn't even clue in.
Wow, that's
Yep,
amazing. That's
yep.
amazing. That's
It
when you
was-
say, "Am I next?"
No, well, it was one of
Actually, you
those-
don't
yeah.
want that. You don't
No.
want to be next on that.
No.
No.
No, she was a nice girl though. I really
Yeah.
hope she's had a good life.
I also do.
I don't remember the guy too much. I just remember him kind of being jerkish, but the girl was a good girl.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I remember too. She seemed nice.
Yep.
She was nice.
He seemed happy. So
I don't know.
exactly. It was a fucked up program, but thankfully we made a little bit of money, but more memories and friends.
Yeah,
in the
it was
end.
good.
Exactly.
Yep.
Was it embarrassing that we choreographed a Michael Jackson dance?
Yes.
Oh, that was fun.
I think it was
Yes.
embarrassing. I think it was fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
It was the good
yes,
embarrassing.
It was embarrassing.
It's one of those things.
No, it's still embarrassing.
No, had we done something like that today, chances are somebody would have randomly taken a video of
Yeah.
us, and we would be on one of your channely thingies.
Yeah, we would have went viral or
One of
whatever.
your channel
things.
thingies.
Yeah.
whatever
Sure.
you call the thingies where
TikTok or
Yeah.
The U-Talks and
The
the
U-Talks and
Instagrams.
Yeah. Put on the book, whatever the book is. Yeah, no.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
MySpace.
It would have been, if it was today, yeah, they would have been like, oh my God, look what they're doing. Because we were fucking awesome.
Yeah, and we did that. We must have been there for
No.
like half an hour, and then I
Least.
still remember Michelle getting pissed off because we were supposed to go to
Was
the
it-
other building,
what-
and we didn't.
So what was this like? One of those. What do they call them? Was it flash mob?
It was our own version of that before Flash Mob was a
Flash
thing.
mob of the two of us.
But basically, Dave and I, this is when we finally became friends because we weren't like super sweet on each other before this. I don't know why. Just we like the same girls. Whatever.
Now we're very sweet on one
Now
another.
we're extremely sweet on one another. Like diabetic
too
sweet.
much- too much
yeah,
so.
Exactly. And I don't know what it was music. Yeah, that's what kind of brought us together. We started talking music, and then he started talking about he liked Michael Jackson, I like Michael Jackson, and we both thought the Dangerous album was the best album. Blah blah blah. I don't actually know the Dangerous album back then, but we knew music. So then we started talking songs, and they're like, "Hey, we should fucking do a dance."
Yep.
Oh, there's like this little blockade
Yep.
area that was the intro to this cul-de-sac. We were like, yeah, we should definitely do a Michael Jackson dance on the top of this. So when they come, because it was the nighttime, their headlights will be flashed on it, so they get
Yep.
like a full show. Sure enough, that's what we did, and we fucking like half an hour. We practiced it, we
Yep.
put it all together, and it was fucking sweet, dude. It was so sweet. There was nothing embarrassing at all about it.
No, it was great.
It was great for
As
two
you,
fucking.
as you turn 10 shades of red and you tell me this story.
It was not embarrassing at all. We're
Sounds-
two-year-old white kids trying to just dance like Michael
Oh, yeah,
Jackson.
it sounds like the
Nothing,
time.
nothing.
Sounds like the time that me and my brothers did. I think I've told this story on the podcast before. We're in Florida, and they had one of these film yourself in front of a green screen karaoke dance
Yep.
thingy things, and yeah, we did that, and that video exists somewhere.
Nice. Should
Yeah.
be on the interweb somewhere, right?
No,
No. Okay.
it's on the
Okay.
it's on the VHS.
Oh, okay.
Wait, your parents have this VHS?
Possibly.
Oh, that's something we
Somewhere.
probably got to go
We should
find
go
and-
visit his parents someday.
We should definitely do that.
Could you imagine if
Yeah.
we got a copy of
Oh
that
my
shit?
god, that'd be amazing.
But yeah, it was to the wonderful hit classic song, "Whoop." There it is.
Oh well, that is a great song.
Nice.
Yeah, a little bit
Very
of
nice.
fucking tag team.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Nice.
Whoop. There it is.
Yep. Yeah, a song that stood the test of time for sure.
Oh yeah, it's
Absolutely.
a classic.
This is classic.
It's a classic. It's a classic.
Nice.
Classic.
That's embarrassing.
I can't think of anything recent I've done to embarrass myself.
No, because now it's just like, shut up, I'm a dad.
Yeah, it's hard to be embarrassed now because like I don't give a fuck really.
Yeah,
That's really what
that
it comes
too.
down to. I just don't
Yeah,
care.
I have learned through.
I-
Well, even but you're right.
It's
Yeah.
again more of that laughing it off or playing
you
playing
play it
into
out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
so you make more of a joke out of it, and then
Yeah.
people are just like whatever.
Yeah, perspectives are different, right?
Yeah, I cannot think of anything I've done recently.
I remember recently.
Yeah.
I can't think of much either.
Yeah, it's one of those things like shit. I think maybe I'm not living enough life.
Yeah, I got to be out
I
there.
gotta embarrass
embarrassing
myself
yourself
more.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Like,
funny too.
Even when I
yeah.
wandered into that lady's house and got into bed with her, I wasn't that embarrassed when she kicked me out.
Yeah.
I love how we're silent. We're
more
like,
of that?
okay,
You wanna
AJ,
add on to that, AJ?
No, that didn't happen. That didn't
Yeah.
happen.
Well, my neighbor did that to my mom way back in the day. Not into her room, just into our house late at night. He was extremely inebriated, freaked her out a bit. He left right away. And then the next day he came over, apologized profusely. He was
See, no,
very-
that would be embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was very upset and sorry. He had, again, yes, he had been drinking and something he apparently didn't normally do, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, I give the guy some credit because he actually came over next day and knocked on door and explained to my mom that he was extremely sorry about what had happened. And the front of our houses, if you were drunk enough, would look similar-ish.
Yeah, for sure.
He was probably dropped off by a cab and just walked to a door
It's
hoping to get
possible,
in.
Yeah.
That's likely what happened.
More of a looking down at his keys situation, and
Yeah, I
I guess maybe not because
not key, but I
I
think
was
it
gonna
just
say keys must not have been used because
yeah.
you got in.
He just walked
somehow.
in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think of some
Yeah, I haven't done anything
recent
recently.
stuff.
Yeah, nothing that I like. Again, we already joked about it. Like I've embarrassed my children purposefully,
Sure.
but I've embarrassed my wife purposefully.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what I would really embarrass me nowadays.
Yeah, no, I feel pretty invincible in
Yeah,
the embarrassment department lately.
Mhm.
that might be my endeavor then. My New Year goal once we get there.
Let's do it. Let's
I'll
get you embarrassed.
Find some method to embarrass myself.
What something?
Something.
Put you in something. Walk you out there.
Well, no, I still want to wear that.
I was gonna
Shane
say,
thinks
even,
I'm joking.
Even the mankini thing
That-
wouldn't embarrass him.
No, it
right?
wouldn't.
Like,
I don't think
I-
it would embarrass me either, though. I
Yeah.
don't think it would.
Yeah, I am
Would
totally
you,
gung
would you be
ho.
embarrassed wearing something like
probably
that?
not.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be that big of a deal.
Yeah, at this age and time, what the fuck are you gonna do?
Yeah,
to me?
exactly. What are you gonna fucking say? You've never
Yeah.
seen a half naked guy before? Fuck
Yeah.
it. I'm gonna wear that shit with pride.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna. In fact, I'm gonna wear it with pride, and I'm gonna properly put like 5 socks in the groin area, but let them hang out a little bit.
Just so they know. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, get it all the way up your butt crack. Yeah, absolutely.
No, not my butt crap. That's weird.
That's not weird. It's going. That mankini's going up your butt crack.
Oh,
Okay?
the
Oh, the
mankini.
mankini.
That's
Oh,
what
I thought you were
mean.
talking about the sock.
Yeah,
No.
me too. I'm like, whatever you want to put up your butt cracks, your own prerogative there, Mister
No,
Sir.
that might be embarrassing. It's like I meant to put him in my crotch, but I put him in my butt crack. It's like,
Oh, did I
you
do
didn't-
that wrong?
You do that? Oh, you clearly don't know how to wear one of these things. with extra protection.
You should know it's called tucking.
I guess it would be tucking. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Tuck it back. Yeah. Yeah, but as we were kids and such, lots of embarrassing stories. And now
I'm sure if I had a chance to talk to Dave as a teenager, I would have a lot more, because personally for me, when I was in that phase, I would get embarrassed a lot easier.
Right.
I feel that way anyway. That's my memory of it.
Yeah, I remember high school. If I wasn't being the comedian or trying to make the jokes, I was very worried about being embarrassed.
Yeah.
Like that was my little control thing. And because I wasn't sure if I could ride out the embarrassment if something happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But if I'm the humor guy, then it's okay.
Then it's okay. And I was like, oh yeah, I slipped on the banana peel. Ha ha ha. But
yeah.
Yeah. I got one embarrassing story that almost turned into a hate crime in high school.
Okay.
And I didn't know it.
To help end our episode.
Yeah. It's so stupid. It was so dumb. But I don't remember his name, but he was a really great guy. He's a really great student. He happened to be from Israel. And I was coming out of class, and in that little cul-de-sac area in Lucas that we used to hang out with in front of the theater area, the auditorium.
Gotcha. Yep.
A bunch of my friends are there, and they're coaxing at this guy. And I don't know what's going on. I'm literally walking into the situation, and they're like, Chris, burn this. And it was just like this little piece of paper, like this big. I'm like, oh, what? I'm like, yeah, you got a lighter? I'm like, yeah. They're like, burn this. I'm like, okay. And the other guy's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I just burnt it. I didn't think anything of it. And sure enough, I get pulled in the fucking office, and apparently it was a picture of the Israeli flag.
Oh no.
Yeah. And I was like, oh shit. And they're like, did you mean to do that? I'm like, no. Why would I ever want to burn anyone's flag? I'm not angry at all. And so I apologized to him, and I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do such a thing. And we were obviously friends, and I think he knew me better than that. Right. But I was definitely embarrassed, to make him think that I didn't like him or his country. Cause I mean,
that would definitely be
But lesson learned, don't just fucking act on impulse, Chris.
Yeah.
Like
not to that same quite level, but similar-ish. Working away at a company, and we were trying to sell to a customer, myself and somebody from the account team, and it ended horribly. Nobody was happy. Blah 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 blah. And week or two later, we're getting kicked off into another project, the two of us together, and we're joining the meeting. And I look over. And I meant this completely as a joke of, oh, here we go again. I guess we're ready to lose this one together, eh? And to me, it was just hey, we're working away. She took it extremely personally, and I didn't realize this at the time, but just out of this meeting, she apparently had like a full breakdown, crying, everything. And I talked to her manager, I don't know, the next day, 2 days later, and he explains to me that like she's literally quitting because she's had enough. She's done because of, and I'm profusely trying to say, no. Like I meant the two of us together. Like I wasn't making fun of her. I meant us together.
Wow.
Thankfully, like she did leave. I attempted to apologize in person. I don't think she fully believed, but I attempted. And again, most people I work with, they realize that no, I was just I meant it us, like together.
Yeah.
But still, one of those just things where, fuck, and it's one of the things I would go back and I would say, David, don't say anything. She's going to take this personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's how long ago was that? That would have been a long time ago.
Oh, fuck, 20 years.
Yeah. So I'm grateful for my story that I just told, and even your story, that like social media wasn't as prevalent as it is now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like you can't run from your embarrassment anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
The fucking world knows it. If you do
That's
something.
True.
Or there's a camera because your friends would be asking to do this while filming on their camera.
Yeah. So I'm grateful that we could tell these stories verbally and not have them fucking be recorded and on the internet.
Yeah,
forever.
Yeah.
At all. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
At all.
Do you want to talk about any of the embarrassing stories, gentlemen?
This one time
At band camp?
I started a podcast with these two other guys.
Nice. Who are they?
That was not going to name names.
Oh, yeah. Don't name names. You don't want to.
But wow, that was embarrassing.
I'm a little
Fucking
jealous. Oh, wait.
That
They
was
embarrassed you? No, I'm not jealous
I don't
anymore.
Fuck those guys.
Thankfully, you're just with this two guys now.
We'll call them C and D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cock and dick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking cock and dick. I hate those guys. They're the worst.
I just kidding. You guys.
You guys.
That's a kid. No, I got nothing.
Yeah, okay. All
Nice.
right then. Well, there you go, folks. Do you got any embarrassing stories? Do you want to tell them? We dare you. Let us know in your comments what you thought about some of our stories. If you want to share your own, just keep the conversation going with us. That's what we're looking for here. If you like what we're doing and you like Sarcastic Distractions, we'll have a little buy me a coffee link. You can throw us $1 or so just to keep the lights on and buy some bubblies and keep us at it. For anybody out there that's not feeling great in the mental department, we just want to let you know you are not alone and you matter not just to us, but to those that are around you. So if you don't feel that you can talk to anybody about the things that are going on in your head, we're going to have some links in our description so you can seek out the help you might need. But until next time, I've been Harvey.
I'm the Dave.
I'm AJ, and I miss the A&W root beer.
Dump. But no.
You miss it.
He's not around anymore.
What do you mean, like not around? Like
He's not.
Did he-
in
like, did he
Canada.
die?
He doesn't live in Canada anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They only have him in the States.
Gotcha.
that's racist.
We have the grandpa and the uncle and the
Yeah, they're
and
missing a
the teen
bear.
burgers and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
they're missing a
But
bear.
why isn't there a character for Matzo Burger?
Well, it's
Like the crazy
crazy Jewish
Jewish uncle or
uncle or
something.
something. Hey guys, I'm about to be.
That was racist.
I was
That
going to
was
say,
racist.
well done, Chris. You now have yourself an embarrassing moment to help end
Look
this
at that! Look at
episode.
that! This is great. Yeah. That's right.
Wow.
Could not plan it any better. And that was AJ. And just like that, you got yourself sarcastically distracted. Thanks so much for joining us on this embarrassing evening. Have a wonderful night. Peace.
Take care.
Bye now.